Have you ever felt numb and hopeless or stuck at a certain point in your life? Although you tried hard and desperately wanted to move over that incident, the person or that place, but you simply couldn't. And the irony in all this is that you don't know the reason why exactly you couldn't move over. But the good part is that you're not alone in this battle. Millions of people are on the same page as you and desperately need that motivation and strength to move on and lead a better, healthier, and happier life. And today, we are working on our way to one of the best generalized action plans you can implement in case you feel fragile or less motivated. This set of 10-step action plans can give you much needed instant motivation. Before we start, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so that you never miss any updates and get notified whenever any new video comes up. So without further waiting, let's discuss the action plan. Number 10, start by taking smaller steps slowly. There is a famous saying that good things take time. And for good things to take time, you need to trust the process and start with some minute steps one at a time. It will help you move progressively. Here, patience is the key, and if you practice impatience and want quick results, you will end up being where you started. So slow and steady is a wonderful motto. When you see small things work in your favor, this will inspire you and give you the much needed hope to take the next step. For example, if you're a student and you're not that much into studies, but you desperately want good grades, instead of exhausting yourself by studying for long hours, it's better to take another way. Certainly, you can't continue for long hours because it's nothing but overburdening yourself that will lead you nowhere. Instead of doing that, if you start by studying for 1 to 2 hours daily, it will surely build a habit in you to have an organized study time. Likewise, you can sustain yourself for a long time without feeling burdened using this way. The same idea works out in the case of relationships. Suppose you're stuck in an abusive relationship and might have decided to get rid of it. Chances are you're planning to shut everything down altogether. But the truth is, you won't make it. It would help if you made small changes one at a time. One step at a time. Make sure you are not in the obsessed one, and don't call them over. It's better to have a good company or no company at all. Life is too short for all those negativities. Don't you think so too? Number 9, when you plan a thing, try being consistent. Consistency is the key, no matter how effective your plans are. If you're not consistent enough to execute them, they will not work. So the best thing is to move away from that situation or person consistently. It would be best to be consistent no matter how small or big the plan is. Consistency is directly connected to progress. The more you practice consistency, the more you'll find yourself coming closer to your goal. Likewise, less consistency leads you to be demotivated and stuck. For instance, you might be good at your work or your studies. However, if you don't have a perfect plan to sort schedules, it will turn out to be a big messy game. Number 8, make a journal and try to plan your next day, the night before. If you're stuck and want to stop suffering, you must work on it first. Plan the way out and navigate your journey. The best way to do so is by making a journal. You need to make a personal journal and record the things and steps that you need to follow the next day. Try to encompass a lot of positive affirmations and quotes that will motivate you in case you feel low or uninspired. By making a journal, you can check your progress and assess how far you've come. Number 7, reflect on the things you want to move out and visualize and manifest yourself moving out of them. Running from your fears and uncomfortable situations is okay, but try facing it gracefully. Who knows, you might find the much needed strength from one such instance. We need to try to understand the problem. This way, you will be able to focus on those matters which need to be addressed immediately. Plan a strategy in your mind with full faith and self-belief, and trust the process and manifest yourself doing it. It will help you relax and release serotonin in the process. You will eventually find progress. Why? Because in your mind, you will have visualized that happier and independent version of yourself. You must block any negative thoughts that come into your mind during this process and stay calm and composed. This will open up new horizons for your progress and growth. Number 6, get rid of the things that make you feel low and impart hurdles in your journey. When you're stuck or you're feeling low, this can be due to external influences in your life. Be it due to toxic parents or overproductive partner or an abusive boss, these are some of the factors that drain you and will hinder your recovery or exit. So the first step is to admit that certain things, certain people, or even at times, the behavior that is proving toxic for you and is hindering you from being motivated. So you need to acknowledge it and try to eliminate these things from your life. Once you're done with it, it will be easy for you to have a positive perspective in life. Number 5, learn from your mistakes and recognize your pattern. We all make mistakes, which is a common part of our lives. But don't forget that our mistakes are meant to be our lessons. So in case you require motivation, you have to sort out what your mistakes were and should realize what went wrong. What mistakes lead us to our lowest point? Write a list of things that we did. This shall surely make a pattern you used to follow in the past, understand the loopholes and strengths you have, and plan a completely different reaction and action plan for yourself. Although this might look like a child taking his first step, that's not it. You need to take small steps first to run a race in the future. It will also imbibe within you the feeling that you are the savior and the corrector of your existence, and you will feel instantly motivated. Number 4. Surround yourself with positive things. We had noted all the negative things that drain us down. No, list down all things and people that motivate you to be a better person. It can be a hobby, a person, a poem, or a teacher. If it brings positivity in your life, you can depend on it. There is no issue with that. This will motivate you to move ahead. Romanticizing or remembering all those positive things in your life will only bring more power to you. Number 3. Provide yourself with positive affirmations. Self-doubt is the biggest misery we impart on ourselves. The only person who can help us is ourselves. No one is, in fact, going to do anything too fancy for us. At one point, people do get tired of listening to just problems. We must be sure that no matter how difficult the way is, we shall navigate through it. For this, you need to give yourself positive affirmations. It can be done. I shall navigate through it. I will do it and things will change. This thing works like magic, and you can certainly do it with ease. If you can't dream it, you can do it. Number 2. Listen to stories of people who have done it before you. At times of distress, the stories of people who went from rags to riches will inspire you. The most intriguing bit is that they were once in our shoes and might have faced worse situations than we did. They still turned the impossible into possible and managed to come out of all those struggles. It gives us hope that there is light at the end, and we get encouraged. Number 1. Celebrate your accomplishments. It would be best if you celebrated your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. This shall give you a sense of achievement, and you will progress and look forward to much more celebrations, motivating you further. Who else will celebrate you if not you? Who knows how hard you thrived? Remember what Snoop Dogg, the rapper, said? Last but not least, I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank for all the hard work. In fact, we should all be on the same page in this matter. With that, we have come to the end of our much-needed action plan that will instantly motivate you and help you get over any situation. If you liked the video, subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Bye. See you next time. Till then, stay happy and motivated. Bye, fam.